easy go.
What's up YouTube, it's the MLG Apache back with another video, and today we're talking about my personal opinion for the top upcoming game. And remember, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. So, most of you can probably guess two of the games competing for, top game of the year, and that would be Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Call of Duty World at War 2. Now there is a third that could be a long shot, but it would have to make a really big impact with its story mode, and that's Red Dead Redemption. Now there are some games that are close to beating out Red Dead Redemption, such as the new Assassin's Creed and Shadow of Mordor, but they're just not big enough. They've lost a lot of their, just relevance. Assassin's Creed isn't as big as it was, and then the first Shadow of Mordor wasn't, that big to begin with. It was a great game. This new game is being advertised a ton, but I just don't think it's big enough and enough gamers know about it and want to play it to beat out Red Dead, because so many people love Red Dead Redemption 1 and it's made by Rockstar. Everybody knows Rockstar makes great games and they're probably excited for it. So, like I said, with Red Dead Redemption, they would really have to make an incredible story, kind of like Red Dead Redemption 1. They'd probably have to make a game just like that, just amazing story that people love playing, that amazing experience. The multiplayer isn't really anything that, wins them awards. It's just a little, extra thing to have fun, play with your friends, that kind of thing, if it even has a multiplayer like Red Dead Redemption 1 had, which I do hope it does, but that's the long shot pick for me. But then the other two are Call of Duty World at War and Battlefront 2. Now, the thing with these are that they each have their own thing they need to get right if they want to win. World at War, or World War 2 I should say, is a Call of Duty game. So obviously it's going to have a lot of balancing stuff, a lot of matchmaking stuff. Of course there's always lag. Just these little problems that have always plagued Call of Duty. Of course it is gone back in time from the previous game, which attracted a lot more players than with Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare or maybe even Black Ops 3. But then Battlefront 2, now they have to be careful for the problem they had with Battlefront 1, which was lack of content. They did make sure they had a lot more content this time, not to mention all the free DLC that's going to come throughout the game's life, but still it's kind of a game that people like. There's not too much. Eventually you get just bored of playing the same game modes, the same thing. It kind of feels like you're just doing the same thing over and over again, whereas Call of Duty, you have the single player, the multiplayer with a ton of game modes, different maps, different weapons, all of that, but they're always, it's always different. And then of course they have zombies, which zombies is just something that it can keep people entertained for a long time. So that's going to be the problem with each of those games. I personally think probably, that's tough, probably Call of Duty in my opinion, just because they have a bigger fan base and it just, the problems with it aren't huge. Whereas Battlefront, if they just don't keep their player base interested, they're just going to fail, just like with Battlefront 1. So make sure you put down in the comments what you think is going to be game of the year. Is it one of these three, or is it some other game I just don't think is going to, win? Put that down in the comments. I'm interested to see. And with that said, peace.